Okay, do we have Andrew Golden here? Andrew Golden?
Is Andrew Golden here?
Yes.
Okay.
Andrew,
Yes.
Andrew, come on up.
All right, there.
Okay. Stay right there, Andrew.
Okay.
Could I have, there are presentations of the Historic Preservation Commission update, but I believe we're waiting on someone. Is everybody here, Eric? Or
No,
we
I'm
still-
waiting for Jim, he's on his way over.
So without objection, we're going to, return to the preservation. Is there objection?
No.
All right, very good. Before we go to comments on any item of the agenda, we're gonna do appointments and approvals. Could I have and approve the appointment of Andrew Golden for the unexpired two-year term, 12/31/25 to the Historic Commission as a Class C member effective 2023. Sorry, October 23, 2025.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Andrew, come stand here.
I'm working. I used to sit.
Okay, Andrew, can you raise your right hand
Yes, ma'am.
and repeat after me? I state your name.
I, Andrew Golden,
Do affirm solemnly
do affirm solemnly
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I
and that I,
will bear true faith and allegiance
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the government
and to the government
established in the United States
established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
I state your name.
I, Andrew Golden,
Do affirm solemnly
do affirm solemnly
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties
perform all the duties
as a member of
as a member of
the Historic Commission
the Historic Commission
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Andrew.
Thank you, Mayor. When I was sworn in as a council member, the swearing in was a lot shorter than this. Many years ago, decades ago.
Well, we're glad that you're back here. All right, Jim.
Thank you.
Thank you for being part of our volunteer service.
Good, how are you?
Just say hello in the morning sometimes, right? Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
When I'm walking the dog and inspecting the.
Could I have a motion and second to open to the public on any item on the agenda?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Okay, are there any members either remotely or who would raise their hand electronically or present here who would like to ask a question or make a comment about an item on the agenda only? Seeing none, could I have a motion and second to close to the public on any item on the agenda?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Okay, please also know that there will be monthly reports, to land use board, September 24th, 2025, are available from the clerk's office. And we're going to continue to hold on the Historic Preservation Commission updates. And we're gonna move to second reading and hearings on ordinances. Okay, we're going to move them jointly for opening to the public, but then we're going to have a roll call separately. So, could I have a motion and second when I finish reading both of these into the record? The following ordinance published here within were first read by title only on October 9, 2025, and posted on a bulletin board outside of the clerk's office. Ordinance 25-19, ordinance to amend subsection LL entitled Land Use Board Planning Commercial Fees of chapter 206 of the revised general ordinance of the Borough of River Edge entitled Fees. Also, ordinance 25-20, an ordinance amending the revised general ordinance of the Borough of River Edge, chapter 17 entitled Boards, Commissions, and Committees. Could I have a motion and second to open to the public on both these ordinances?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Is there any member of the public who would like to ask a question or make a comment about these two ordinances. We will be asking in a minute. Actually, while people are doing that, could I ask the Borough Administrator, Lizette Apatella, to please explain to the public what we hope to achieve with these two new laws?
Sure. Ordinance 25-19 amends the legal escrow fee for site plan review of food handler licenses, as well as establishes the 200-foot list that the tax assessor provides. And ordinance 25-20 establishes an attendance policy for meetings in compliance with the Citizenship Service Act. That's a New Jersey statute, as well as implementing an attendance policy for events for volunteers that serve on boards, committees, and commissions.
Excellent. Is there anybody who'd like to ask a question or make a comment? All right, seeing none, could I have a motion and second to close to the public on these two ordinances?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All right. Could I have, could I have a motion and second for adoption of ordinance 25-19?
So move.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded. It is open for debate. Is there debate, inquiry, or comment? Hearing none, Madam Clerk, ordinance 25-19.
Councilwoman Kinsella,
Yes.
Councilwoman Malauulu,
Yes.
Councilman Benson,
Yes.
Councilwoman Dorillo.
Yes.
Okay, could I have a motion and second to move ordinance 25-20 for adoption?
So moved.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded. It is open for debate, comment, or inquiry. Hearing none, Madam Clerk, roll call on ordinance 25-20.
Councilwoman Kinsella,
Yes.
Councilwoman Malauulu,
Yes.
Councilman Benson,
Yes.
Councilwoman Dorillo.
Yes.
Excellent. They have both been approved unanimously. We move to resolutions. We're going to move the whole of resolutions 25-374 through 25-381. But when we come to that, we're going to ask the chair of the Finance and Budget Committee to read into the record 25-381 as an extra effort for transparency. Could I have a motion and second for 25-374 through 381?
So move.
Second.
Could I ask the Budget and Finance Chair to read into the record 25-381?
The record of the Mayor and Council of the Borough of River Edge, County of Bergen, State of New Jersey, held on October 23rd, 2025. Be it resolved that the Mayor and Council of the Borough of River Edge approve the following expenditures. Current fund, $1,492,991.23. General Capital Fund, $128,189.39. Grant Fund, $166,938.21. Animal Control, $3.60. Trust Other, $2,155.98. Payroll, $24,731.32. Developers Escrow, $450. Recreation Trust, $6,795.18. So moved.
Second.
It is all from 374 to 381 have been moved. 381 has been read into the record. I'm going to call for a yes, a no, or abstention or recusal, and that would be after we ask for the yes. All in favor of 25-374 through 25-381. Oh, no, that's right, roll call. Instead, we're doing roll call. We were doing it prior years differently, but this we've entered into a new practice. So, Madam Clerk, would you call the roll, and members can affirm and they can also specifically recuse if they wish to.
Councilwoman Kinsella,
Yes to everything except 25-378. I'd like to abstain.
Councilwoman Malauulu,
Yes.
Councilman Benson,
Yes.
Councilwoman Dorillo.
Yes, but I would like to abstain from 25-378 and all the bills pertaining to River Edge Recreation.
Did you mean three
Yes, because I abstained it from last time was.
and 375?
Need to recuse.
No. The 378, I did abstain even last time.
No, I'm saying 375 is recreation.
Yeah, I said all the bills pertaining.
But you said 378, except for 378, it's 375.
No,
She's doing both. And
378.
Not both.
and rec-
So you need to say that.
I need to abstain from 25-375 and 25-378
And rec bills.
and all bills pertaining to recreation.
Excellent. Very, very good. All right, new business. Let's go to that. Best practice inventory. Oh, and by the way, I'm not yet used to this. I realized before my mic was off, so if you guys catch me with my mic off, please let me know and I'll turn it back on.
Okay, for the best practices inventory, the state requires all municipal entities to fill out this, a survey of different topics involving purchasing, personnel, budgeting, shared services, procurement, ethics, et cetera, et cetera. And that determines whether a municipality receives its final state aid payment. This year, there were 70 questions. Of those 70, 50 were scored. The rest were unscored surveys, but just for the state to get an idea of possible future programs or requirements. Out of the 50 questions, the highest score you could receive is 43.5, and we received 40 out of that. And as long as we receive the score of 32 or higher, we receive our final state aid payment.
Excellent. Well done. Okay, is there any other new business? Is there any old business? Okay, we're gonna open to the public for, oh, we're all here. Beautiful. Okay, we're actually gonna go back to agenda item number 7, presentation, Historic Preservation Commission updates. The entire commission can pull their chairs forward if they want, or they could just have, a few representatives. It's up to them. When you get to the mic, please pull it towards you because I kind of moved it back. Not that one, that one, yes.
Got it.
For the record, you need to state your full names and addresses and your role here now tonight.
Jim Hookstrait, 402 Windsor Road, Historical Commission.
That's it?
Eric Modell, 178 Beaufort Road, and member of the Historic Commission too.
Excellent. Now, the hand mic, I don't believe is active. This is the only one that's active, so
Okay.
just in between the two of you.
Okay.
No, we heard you. We're good. All right. So, wonderful gentlemen and ladies and all who are present. Could you please, you have the floor.
Well, so the last time we met is when we started doing the street signs.
Yeah,
And
which I
that's
think has been a tremendous success.
been successful. We've been watching on YouTube. And lots of people, I mean, they're not posted public. They're only posted unlisted. So only views, and we can see the views we get. So the views we get are from people scanning the stickers. And so I think Bogert has over 100 views. Each other street that we've had has close to 100 views. So people are watching.
Jim, could, just for the public who is not aware of what you're doing, could you just give a very short synopsis of what the
sure.
street sign
So-
scans are?
So way back, I don't know how many years ago, before I joined the commission, they wanted to make a little story about where the names of these streets came from.
Yeah.
So Eric wrote a script. We went out and recorded some video. I pieced it together, posted it on our YouTube channel, unlisted, so you wouldn't see it unless you scanned the QR code that we made stickers of. And we took the stickers, and with your permission, we put them on the street signs of Bogert, 5th, what was the other two? Howland and Zabriskie. So we did that about a year ago, over a year ago.
Reported to you was that.
Yes.
Right.
So this is just giving background to people who are watching the
Sure.
video tonight and don't know anything.
So if you're
That's
walking
the-
around town, yeah, if you're walking around town and you see it, you scan it with your phone and you can find out why is it called Bogert Road? Why is it called 5th Avenue? Why is it called Zabriskie? So since then, we've done 4 more, Voorhees, Tenney, Lakeview, and Reservoir, and we put those stickers up about a couple of weeks ago, I guess. And we're already starting to get feedback on that, which is all positive. We also have a sticker ready to put outside of Mary Donahue's house, longtime resident. So that is connected to her oral history that she did several years ago. Yes, it was her idea.
And she was the first female. No, keep going.
Okay. We also have one for Joe Majiri. Joe Majiri has the street crossing at Cherry Hill. We had made a tribute video to him after he passed away. And so that was one question that we had. He has a pole there, but it has ridges to the pole itself, so you could not put the QR code there. However, to the right of his pole is like a utility box. We would love to put a sticker on that, but we figured we better ask you first.
We don't have jurisdiction of the utility box. I believe that's PSA&G. So you would have to ask them, and I think they'll probably say no. So what you could do instead is speak to our superintendent of public works and see if he can't attach or weld some sort of metal
Jason?
plaque. Yes, Jason Melito. Some sort of metal plaque that you can then stick it onto.
So an attachment to the pole.
Yes.
So don't even bother trying to stick it to the,
Well, you
Utility
can, but
box.
I think you will find
yeah,
you are
Isn't it the?
long
light-
gone
it
before
was
they
the
give you a
red
no.
Flashing light for the crosswalk.
it's the flashing, flashing light for the crosswalk, maybe. It's whatever right next
Not,
to it.
not the Joe pole, you know, that honored him because it has roofs in it.
Yeah.
But the pole that part of the crosswalk.
Again, I would just
Check with
talk
Joe.
to our
Jason.
superintendent.
Jason? Yeah,
And I'm sure
Okay.
he'll be proactive in figuring out a way to make it effective.
I will do that.
I should mention, Jim was responsible for taking Mary's idea and putting it in a modern form along with Mike Ginch, who's used to be part of the commission. And they had been someplace and they said, there's this thing, a QR code, we could do that. And I want to call to your attention, the first tags that were listed, the River Edge Historic Commission QR project. It was Jim's idea to call this a walk through history. And
So are you
So-
gonna go back and update the old ones with the new?
maybe, we have 4 more streets. I guess the point we're trying to make was that we wanted to update you on Joe and Mary because
Yeah.
it's an expansion from street names because there's so much history around town
Yeah.
that's not just related to, and we're coming to our limit on street names. Places like Elm or Oak or Windsor, we're not sure what the history is. It's much easier with a Zabriskie or a Bogart.
Yeah.
We have Christie and we have Van Saun, Lozier and one other, and then we're done with street names. But there's so much, the mansions, Borough Hall, the old Borough Hall, the River Edge Hotel. So part of it here was saying, as we go forward, we'd like it to be truly history paths around town, radiating from Bogart Hall, which was where the borough was founded on one end, to Newbridge on the other end, where we're going to act in a complementary fashion to Newbridge Landing. It's my contention. I've been an advocate, part of the commission, to say our history is more than the Revolutionary War, and our history is more than Newbridge Landing. There's so much here in terms of my family moved in 1951. We're creating history, and
Yeah.
history is in essence all of our stories put together becomes part of our community narrative. So we've examined other communities where they had concepts like museum in the street, where they had signs. New Milford has a variation on it, but this is a lot more inconspicuous.
Mhm.
We don't have to ask for property rights for different signs. And as we think this has worked out nicely, we hope to carry it forward by continuing the stories, but not just limited to street names.
Excellent. I think this is wonderful. Any comment from council?
I was
Or
wondering,
questions?
well, I was wondering if we could use any messaging on our town's behalf to let everyone know about these stickers.
I think we already do. I think, don't we? Is that on the website about the stickers? And? Well, why don't
It may
you,
have been an expired message.
can you guys work with the borough clerk and anyone she might designate so that we could maybe, if not on the part of the directory that says Historic Commission, but maybe something on the front page that might be permanent if possible? So you'll call Ann maybe sometime next week?
That's good.
And she may delegate it to someone else, but we'll.
Was also going to see if we could take some of those stickers. I could laminate all those ones, one for each street, laminate it, maybe put it in like the borough police, like when people walk in to the library, so people can see it and public places in town so they could
We'll
also
get the
scan it there.
jurisdiction of the library. You have to speak to them directly, but yeah, I don't think the chief would object to that. Again, when you talk to Ann next week, you know, try to also see if the chief would have any objection to the lobby. I mean, the lobby is under our authority, but you know, we want to respect the chief
Sure.
and the police department, and we don't want to do anything to that lobby that they would not be comfortable with or would not support.
Part of the process here, we were trying to create collaborative projects. It'd be about the community, but by the community, and not a top-down from just the historic commission, but a community discussion. And as part of that, with 250 coming up, there have been discussions. One, we're having collaborations with the schools. I've spoken to the high school. We're hoping to have a community service component. These next scripts hopefully won't have my voice on it anymore. We're hoping to have.
You have a nice voice.
Oh, please. We're hoping to have some honor students do the voiceovers from the high school, but they're also talking about doing community service in the spring, and we have a whole variation. I'm not going to waste your time with it, but 20 to 30 projects in different forms as part of this. But another collaboration we're talking about with local businesses as part of Facebook postings. By the way, Jim will talk to you about Instagram in a second, but as part of Facebook postings, we've done histories of what we call legacy businesses like the River Edge Diner, Palmer Brothers, Critchley's Candies, I said Palmer, but one or two others. And the idea that their stories are as relevant as your family story or my family story. And given that history and 250 coming up, which is a different discussion by itself.
Just for the public's understanding, 250 refers to the 250th
Right.
anniversary of the Declaration of
Declaration of
Independence
Independence.
that will be celebrated nationwide.
Right, for next year. We were hoping to provide some givebacks. My family's here long enough that we remember 1964, when it was a major anniversary of New Jersey, 1976, the bicentennial, and 1994 for River Edge's centennial becoming a borough. We've spoken to businesses and others, and these are prototypes of a couple of banners that we're hoping to do. Is Main Street is the retreat route. So next year is the 250th anniversary of George Washington retreating from Fort Lee on the way to Princeton and Trenton. And Main Street is a historic, beyond just Newbridge Landing, but the rest of Main Street. So we've come up with this banner through Gates Flags. I've spoken to Jason about it to coordinate that it would be complementary to the Heroes banners or any other banners that are on the street. And we've gotten clearance on that. We wanted to start modestly. So even though because of what's happening with the Heroes banners, there are questions, but we were offered initially maybe 4 or 5 banners, even though there are more available. But as I said, we want to start modestly.
And again, you would coordinate with the superintendent of Public Works if the council is in agreement. Could I have a motion second to grant authority to the superintendent to work with the Historic Commission to place banners in preparation for the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, please say aye. All right.
For the record, this is the second banner for everyone talks about Newbridge Landing. We're hoping to make the story of Old Bridge Landing a little more prominent, which is truly a River Edge story.
Yes.
Birthplace of Bergen County, birthplace of Riverside, then River Edge, the train station, so much history within a block. So we're hoping at the Y near Critchley, since there are no black decorative streetlights as they have up and down Main Street and part of Kinderhook, the only place is at that Y that goes from River Edge Road up to Kinderhook. So we're hoping to start modestly there. We've got a commitment from one business. So I'm here, part of it's hoping to propose to you a public-private partnership. I'm going to be knocking on doors of businesses.
Well, public-private partnerships have to be reviewed by our borough attorney. They have to be brought before the council. So that sort of thing, you would need to create a written proposal. Then it has to be submitted to our borough administrator. Borough administrator would then have our borough attorney review it. And then the council would have to have a private, a closed session discussion. And then if all of that seems like the council is interested in it, then you would come back and present it so the public could understand what public-private partnership the council may or may not wish to enter into.
Oh, I guess more specifically, I'm ready to go to businesses in terms of an independent third party.
Don't do that.
Can't do that?
No, he cannot go as a representative of the Borough of River Edge to discuss a public-private partnership,
Okay.
because you're not. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Until the council authorizes you, you are not a representative of the town in negotiations for a public-private partnership.
Right, and that's why I'm here tonight, just as an introduction. The other part was that we were hoping to give something back to the borough as part of the celebration next year. So this is one of the ideas, whatever the form was, because at times there've been discussions that there might be funds available from the borough in terms of these projects. But I've heard other messages at the same time. So we wanted to hedge it in terms of if there was an interest there, that this was a possibility, but I wasn't going to venture forward until I made the presentation tonight and, to you
So-
about.
Anything that you want to do going forward, other than the work with the banners that would, and the QR codes that would be Superintendent Melito's?
Right.
Anything else you need to submit as a written proposal after this meeting? So again, the process can move forward.
All right.
Because we have liability questions and we have legal authority questions, so I think all this is great,
Right.
but it has to be properly vetted.
Right.
Sometimes
The idea of the concept there. So.
Yeah.
And this as well, I guess. And there was no intention to do this next year, but similar to the blue sign that was in
Yeah.
front of the Borough Hall, the notion is down the road to plant the seeds that there might be a blue sign by Old Bridge down the road there.
I
So,
think that'd be great.
okay.
Yeah,
So there are two possibilities. The green sign, I think you've seen this in terms of what the fire department's talking about. And we were sort of modeling ourselves in terms of what the fire department was hoping to do with the original Borough Hall. The other one is, this is the blue sign, which is through the Bergen County Historical Society. We've priced it out and there are similar prices there. So again, I'm just floating the concept with you. It's something that we'd like to be doing as part of the, observance for next year, whatever the form is.
I think this is all great. You
Yeah.
need to put it in writing and present it to the borough administrator, and then the council would, with the wheels of proper process would go into motion and I think if I'm reading, what? Cost estimates would also have to be concerned, and all new sign, a sign like that does fall under signage. So that it might be required that it has to go to the land use board for comment.
Mhm.
So it sounds like a lot, but we want to make sure that we don't in any way create a precedent or an issue that would come back to the taxpayers. of River
That's
Ridge.
good. Look forward to talking to everybody. Thank you for the time tonight.
Before you go, I don't know if you knew this, or maybe the council doesn't know this, but of the three flags, we have the River Edge flag, we have the state of New Jersey over here, and of course, the US flag, but this flag, and I didn't know we had it until recently. This is the River Edge Centennial
Oh, yeah, take a
flag.
picture.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Where was it hung? Like, where was it displayed?
I have no idea. When we came back to the council, it was here, so it might have been in storage, and when we had to repair
Wait a minute.
and renovate the borough hall, this was found, and so it went up.
My wife will keep a t-shirt.
Oh, wow. I don't think I say
Mayor and Council, the head of our commission is here and I wouldn't hear the end of it. She asked me to mention something to you, so I'm doing it upon her recommendation.
That sounds.
I value my relationship with you, but I worry more about the.
No, I'm only joking.
Well, there are a bunch of activities with our group, collaborative for the 250 next year, but one of them includes an exhibit that's coming to town through the Rev New Jersey, and it's going to be staged at the Cultural Center. I think it's called Voices of the Revolution, but it's coming from the crossroads of the Revolution and the New Jersey historic, whatever, but it's going to be, we've booked it for next October. It's going to be after July 4th, but we did it so because we've gotten the blessing from both the elementary school and the high school, and they're going to send their students to it.
Wonderful.
And with the one last panel, though, that applies the principles, and there's guiding principles for the exhibit, but there's the opportunity for a local panel also. So we're hoping to apply that state or national story and give it a local dimension too. So
Sounds
look
wonderful.
forward to updating you about that. And there's an evolving 250 committee separate from us. So we'll keep you up to date on all that too.
Yeah, I think all that's wonderful. And again, in addition to reaching out to the clerk and the BA and the superintendent, if you would just write a summary of all of this so that it can be sent to the clerk and the clerk can send to the council so that we'd have a record of it.
Sure.
Other than, of course, what's being videotaped and taken in the notes, it's just would be really great so that the council can then print out that and keep it for themselves and for the next time you come, so we can ask you about everything.
Sounds good.
Wonderful.
All right.
Anything
For the
else?
time. And thanks for your support, especially on the
Yeah,
the
no.
QR project.
Last thing, look at our Instagram account,
Mhm.
Historical Commission Instagram account. We post pictures from our archives. So we've been posting since August and have gotten over 10,000 hits to our account since
Including
August.
me.
Including, that's right. So that's been lots of fun. A lot of comments on them. It's been fun.
They're amazing pictures.
That's cool.
All right, well, thank you all for coming. We're pretty much closed for the evening, but we have just a few little administrative details to take care.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Did we open to the public?
No.
No. Could I have a motion second to open to the public on any issue or comment?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Is there any member of the public?
You did a great job in here. This is really good.
Oh, really? Thank you for saying that. We appreciate that.
Outside the home.
Come up, state your name, address, and you have 2 minutes. Hold on, let me do that. I got it. Hold on a second while I just open my clock.
Hi, I'm Joseph Dunsey. I live at 6 Taggart Way in Saddlebrook, New Jersey. I'm a member of the New Jersey Libertarian Party.
Okay.
And in the last couple of Julys, we've had Mad Pride demonstrations to stand up for the rights of psych patients. Last year, we had it near Newbridge Medical Center. This year, because the parking would be easier, we had it on a Sunday in front of the River Edge Library. And we stayed for it. This year it was just 2 of us holding signs. We stayed for about an hour. Then the other member left about a few minutes before me. As I was leaving the parking lot for the library, I noticed that a River Edge police car was coming into the parking lot. And we don't know why the police were coming, but we're a little worried that the police were there to interrogate us or harass us just for holding signs. So I came to try to clear the air and ask for your assurance that if we have a demonstration in front of the library next July, the police won't harass us.
So this is comment and question time. We're
Okay.
going to close the public and then we'll answer you. Okay? You have about 30 seconds left. Is there anything else you want to say?
No, that's everything.
All right, thank you for coming. Please return to your seat. Is there anyone remotely who would like to ask a question or make a comment? All right, could I have a motion second to close the public on any item?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
So our police department has been amazing in their protection of First Amendment rights. And we've had several different rallies in town, and our police have done a great job of protecting the rally members as well as policing the public spaces. And there has never been an incident in 14 years that I've been on the council where our police have done anything wrong or harassed anyone in regards to First Amendment rights. And I know our chief is a great advocate and protector of First Amendment rights. So I think that is assurance enough, at least from my point of view. I hope it is to anyone else. So to record for the 14 years and for the tenure of our current chief as well as our past chief, there have been no concerns, nor would they be. And all of our police officers are trained on the community model of police service, which is one of great respect for the residents. Okay, any council comments? Anything happening with your liaisonships that you would like to mention? Anything coming up on the calendar?
Yes, Mayor. I'd just like to mention the 2025 Halloween parade in the park this Saturday, October 25th. Parade time is from 1 to 2 p.m.
Excellent. And
I just wanted to give a shout out to the police department because you reminded me, I was at the No Kings rally and there were a lot of people there. And I was wondering, where are the police? Because I didn't really see any police force.
they were there.
I know, that's what I'm saying. And then when I was walking back to my car, there was a police car and I talked to the officer And he was telling me how the drones were in the air. They were watching it and I just thought, wow, what a great department we have that they were protecting all of us, but yet you didn't see them. I was very impressed and I
Yes.
wanted to give them a shout.
Yeah, they do a great job of protecting anyone who wants to exercise First Amendment rights, as well as all the residents in town who may not agree with the presentation. They're amazing.
Mhm.
They're amazing. Anyone else? I do also know that we have Halloween trunks from the
Trunk and treat.
Trunk and Treat, which is happening immediately after the parade, and I think that's sponsored by our police department or Rec and Police Association. So I want to give a shout about that too. I want to remind the public that we are back in Borough Hall, as you can obviously see, and that our meetings are the second and fourth Thursdays.
I just want to clarify, yes, it is sponsored, the Trunk and Treat is sponsored by the River Edge Police Department with the River Edge PBA Local 201.
Yes, which is a wonderful organization in themselves. All right, no other comments? All right, we have a closed session, which we need to go to. We will not be returning to public session. So when we adjourn, we'll be adjourning the public session for the evening. Could I have a motion and a second, once I read into the record, resolution 25-382, resolution to go in closed session, exclude the public attorney-client privilege, NJSA 10:4-12B7, solicitation process, assignment of duties, New Jersey Solutions proposal.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Could I have a motion and a second to adjourn the public session for the day?
So moved. So moved.
Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned. Mr. Dunn, are we good?
Yeah, your response